spiritual PSA about soulmates, twin flames, whatever. Well, whatever it is, okay? Just because there is such an intense pull, you may have felt a physical drawing of energy between the two of you, yourself and the other person. There's crazy synchronicities between your lives. There's angel numbers everywhere. Your dreams are on fire. You can't stop thinking about this person. Whatever. Maybe it's some of it. Maybe it's all of it. Doesn't mean necessarily that this is a happily ever after destined journey of joy and connection and spiritual partnership in the way that you want it to be. As humans, I know. Many of us are optimistic. We love love. Although many of us are jaded, I think that there's still a part of even the most jaded human being that still secretly yearns for or wants that deep soul level connection. That partnership between two equals that may have been written in the stars or decided before you even came here. You want the marriage, possibly. You want the happily ever after, children, the wraparound porch, the white picket fence, whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes our desire for that does make us a little blind to ignoring certain things that we should ignore, overlooking signs that we shouldn't be overlooking. Or sometimes we forget that sometimes these connections, while no less significant, these are very, like, if you are experiencing these things with someone, like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that's not a very significant connection. It is. Absolutely. Like, if you're feeling that way about somebody, it's significant. It's important. It's valuable. But sometimes it's valuable because you're supposed to learn something. It's a lesson. And some of us are so tired of lessons. Some of us are like getting these lessons like right out of long-term relationships. It's almost like we do the work to get out of these long-term relationships, and someone's like the universe sends us a lesson, almost overlapping sometimes these longer-term connections. Or they'll send somebody in, or maybe you have an agreement with this person beforehand, years after your spiritual awakening or your having healed through the past relationships, almost to check in on you and see if like are you good now? Did you learn your lesson? Oh, no, you didn't. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed those like 2 or 3 months where things seemed really awesome and great. Here's now the biggest whammy of all time. Since you didn't learn it the first time, we're gonna make this one really hard. And that's just kind of how it works. Sometimes those connections that start out like day one, especially, I would almost go as far as to say especially. Now, are there no connections, 0 connections that started out fantastic that didn't end in a happily ever after? No, I'm sure that there are some. There's always going to be an exception to the rule, but the way it generally plays out, I find that those that are quick to start, it's like the flame like gets inundated with the oxygen, and so it's like, oh my God, I've never felt anything like this before. This is it. This is the one I've been waiting for. What's it called? Limerence? Those are usually the ones that like knock you on your ass so hard. So hard. And then you're left weeks, months, years later going, that wasn't my favorite thing, but I'm so strong. I'm so strong now. Stronger than I've ever been. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying run away from every super strong emotional connection that you ever have, because we do need to allow our hearts to lead us places, but just be mindful. Be mindful in such a way that you don't wind up in a situation that you don't want to be in, a situation where you could be facing some sort of verbal, mental, physical abuse, waste the best years of your life, or whatever. So I just wanted to get on here with that little PSA. I hope that helps, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.